Hello, everybody. We have another little story from our Galesteo. This one is Galesteo's tour. I think you'll find it pretty much fun. See, Donnie and I live with the bees. They just got home from a month-long trip to Mexico. We were so happy to see each other that after all of the pets and purrs, they shared stories to both of us and the pictures to me when Donnie ran outside. So I called to Donnie and said, "Okay, Donnie, it's our turn to take a tour through the pictures and learn some Spanish. We'll begin where they stayed in San Miguel de Allende, Mexico. And we're not alone, but we can share with other creatures, like pigeons, which are called palomas. We can walk on the stones and cobblestone streets, which are called calles. One thing these pigeons have that we don't have and would so enjoy having is called a bird's eye view. Now, learn how to say that in Spanish. Un modismo a vista de pájaro pero. Walking is fun, especially when we are heading for food. The cafes have signs saying, "No pets permitted." Juan is one of the bees' favorite cafes, and right under the sign, "Forbidding pets," the bees met Natasha, a sweet pero. Juan serves meals all day long, as do many of the cafes, like this dinner at Mamma Mia's. But Donnie, we are still here at Juan's, one of the bees' favorites for what we call breakfast, and they call it desayuno. It's not just cars, buses, and trucks that use the streets, but people too. Look at the young students enjoying their walk to school. While we cross to one of my favorite buildings, we call it a library, and they call it a biblioteca. Movies at 2 p.m. and 7 p.m. Cafe opens at 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Hey, Donnie, the bees spent a lot of time at the library. There were so many things to do, like watch movies, eat at a cafe, practice speaking Spanish and English, but what they loved the most was when they could read, or what they call it, leer, and take the time to enjoy their beautiful sculptures of art, which they call arte. Now we need to head up to the center of town, to a famous place with all kinds of special things to see. First, it is the area called El Centro. And today we are seeing not just the trees, but a dog. We can call it Los Árboles y un Perro. Second, here is this amazing park, which they call a jardín. We can see men playing instruments. You know, we listen to music all the time at home with Mr. B practicing his saxophone for his quartet. Here the bands these men are playing in are called mariachi. And right next to this park is one of the most famous buildings in Mexico. It is so beautiful, especially at night. At home, we would call it a church, but here it is the parroquia. Look at that festival in front of the parroquia. Wouldn't that be fun to dress in traditional clothes and dance with that steady beat of drums? They call the celebration El Señor de la Conquista. For our next adventure, the bees couldn't wait to share the pictures. They knew we would want to see where other animals like ourselves lived. Cats. But here they are called gatos. Hungry? Donnie, look at the window. This is the Café La Media Naranja. If the perro could get in, what do you think he would eat first? the bowl of soup they call sopa de azteca, or the flour, cheese, bacon, tortilla they call quesadilla. The bees ate here often for this lunch, which they call la comida. Our next adventure is amazing and artistic. Right at street levels, there are paintings on walls and fences and on a very decorative house, which is called a casa, and of a dramatic man who's called a señor. After that, we can see more colorful murals, which they call murales pintado, and includes an eye-opening painting of a woman who they call a señorita. More unusual enjoyments include a colorful sculpture and one of Mrs. B's favorite sights, a house with donkey decorations and sculptures. They called this house the Casa de Burros. Now last but never least, we can see a painting, some wood sculptures, and the real things that we know are called burros. Wasn't that fun, seeing the bees with the burros? But wait until you see the next sculptures that they pointed out to me. They thought they were so fun that they gave them our names. Can you guess which one is me, Galesteo, and which one is you, Don Gaspar? Let's check out dinner time. First, we can't overlook our gato friends and how they must enjoy eating. Next, across the street from where the bees were staying was a nice restaurant called Tio Lucas, and on a street around the corner was one of the great Italian food called Vivalli. Now, do you know what the name of the dish Mr. B is eating? It is called lasagna here, but there it is called lasagna. We are almost done with our tour. We just have to climb the stairs to the top, and then it will be nap time. But before we hit the stairs, let's go in and see the art in the Galleria Santa Maria, which is right by the stairs. Just check out those gorgeous pigs, or as they called them, cerdos, and the amazing masks, which they called mascarillas. Here are the stairs. We learn to read all of the words we've learned and then answer the question at the top. Casa de Burros, San Miguel de Allende, calles un modismo, Vista de Papa Aropero, Casa el Señor de la Conquista, Mascarillas, Burros, Sopa de Azteca, Cerros, Arte la Comida, Lasagna, Murales, Pintado, Leer, Quesadilla, Tocino, Marachi, Señor, Los Árboles y un Perro, Palomas, Biblioteca, Señorita, Parroquia, Desayuno, Perros, Gatos, Jardín. And what language are these words? Espanol. Nap time. Tour is over. Okay, I want to thank you so much. This was so fun, and there will be another one fairly soon. Thank you. Bye.